disappeared alone, cradled by the jungle, raised by claws, the world he calls home. He must walk between wild and civilized. Because when the jungle screams, it's through him.
And the roar of beasts. The jungle didn't teach me words, it taught me silence. I didn't grow up in the world you're trying to protect. I grew up in the one you forgot.
People call him wild, but the jungle didn't break him. It raised him. He's not lost. We are. He never needed our world, but maybe now we need his.
The jungle made me who I am, and I'll burn the world before I let it fall.
In a bold and gritty reimagining of the classic tale, Tarzan, 2026, promises a darker, more grounded and visceral take on the king of the jungle. Stepping away from the traditional romantic adventure, this film delves into the psychological and physical toll of a life lived between two worlds. The narrative centers on an adult, John Clayton, now living in London as Lord Greystoke, grappling with the trauma of his past and the suffocating demands of high society. His civilized life with Jane is a carefully constructed facade, constantly threatened by the primal instincts and memories of the jungle that raised him. The story is not just a return to Africa, but a journey into the heart of a man haunted by his past and forced to confront the beast within. The inciting incident is the arrival of a ruthless poaching syndicate, led by a charismatic and enigmatic antagonist who threatens to destroy the very jungle that is Tarzan's home. This new threat is not just a simple villain. He represents the very corruption and greed of the civilized world that Tarzan has tried to escape. The film uses this conflict to explore themes of environmental destruction, colonialism, and the duality of human nature. Tarzan, as a character, is a metaphor for the struggle between nature and civilization. He is a protector not just of the animals, but of the very essence of the jungle, its untamed and unforgiving spirit. The plot unfolds as Tarzan, accompanied by a world-weary Jane Porter, returns to the Congo. Jane, in this version, is a strong, independent scientist who is as much a force of nature as Tarzan himself. She is not a damsel in distress, but a partner in the fight, driven by her own sense of justice and her love for the jungle. Their relationship is tested as they navigate the treacherous rainforests, confront dangerous creatures, and form alliances with indigenous tribes. The film is packed with intense, heart-pounding action sequences that are both realistic and brutal, showcasing Tarzan's immense strength and survival skills. The film's climax is not a simple good versus evil confrontation, but a powerful battle between man and nature, with the fate of the jungle hanging in the balance. In the end, Tarzan must fully embrace his true identity, not as a lord or a civilized man, but as the protector of the wild. Story summary of Tarzan, 2026, hypothetical. The film opens with a jarring contrast: the refined, gray world of Victorian London and the vibrant, untamed heart of the African jungle. We are introduced to John Clayton, Lord Greystoke, a man who carries the weight of a dual identity. He is a nobleman, a husband to the intelligent and headstrong Jane, but his soul belongs to the wild. He is haunted by nightmares of his past, the death of his parents, his upbringing by a tribe of Mangani apes, and the brutal lessons of survival. His days in the jungle are shown in fragmented, primal flashbacks, revealing a brutal childhood and the forging of a warrior. Jane, a respected biologist and explorer, understands his internal struggle better than anyone. She loves the man he is, but knows the wild creature that still lives inside him. The catalyst for their return to Africa is a desperate plea from an old ally, a tribal elder from a village near the Greystoke estate. He brings news of a new and unprecedented threat, a well-funded and ruthless poaching syndicate, led by a menacing figure known only as the Hunter. This villain is not after simple trophies. He seeks a fabled mineral deposit hidden deep within the jungle, a treasure that would destroy the entire ecosystem. The Hunter represents the ultimate evil of civilization, the exploitation of nature for profit, without a shred of respect for life. John, initially reluctant to return to the place of so much trauma, is spurred into action by Jane's conviction and the sheer injustice of the situation. They embark on a perilous journey back to the Congo. Their return is met with a mixture of awe and suspicion from the local tribes and the creatures who remember Tarzan as their protector. He must prove himself all over again, not as the boy who was raised among them, but as the man who has come to save them. The film's narrative is a thrilling cat-and-mouse game through the dense rainforest. Tarzan uses his knowledge of the jungle to outwit the technologically superior poachers. He communicates with animals, navigates impossible terrain, and becomes a ghost in the trees, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. Along the way, Jane's scientific knowledge and her deep connection to the land prove invaluable. She discovers that the poachers are not just after the mineral, but are also using a new, highly destructive method to clear the forest. This discovery raises the stakes, making it a race against time. Their bond deepens as they face danger together, their love a beacon in the darkness. The film's emotional core lies in Tarzan's internal conflict.